cash on the track up at state. And I'm bringing to you live my boys Alec and Nate, Tequila Ty, Jay, Nelly, and Zillin in the building. So kick it back, pour the drink. We chillin' because I'm boozing and betting and ballin' like I'm 2-6 in the blue kicks. Watch me move quick. Yeah, this the blueprint. So who's getting involved? Welcome into the show. This is Booze, Bets, and Ball, baby.
Welcome back to Booze, Bets, and Ball. We are back. We took spring break with the rest of the world, so now that everybody's back doing their thing, we're going to get back into it. And we have something very exciting to talk about that I don't think we'd ever get to talk about. But Penn State is going to the NCAA tournament this Thursday. So we thought we would try our luck to fill out the perfect bracket. Right, Nelly?
Yeah, I mean, it's the best time of the year. Got to do it. Everybody does it. And since Penn State's in it, may as well put it on the show.
Yeah, so we're going to dive right into this on the ESPN Tournament Challenge. And if I could get up my screen here. All right. You got this, Nelly?
Yeah.
Got the games? All right. So we're going to go region by region until we get to the Elite Eight, and then we'll kind of go round by round from there. So the 1-16s, we're not even going to get into that, right? It happened once. It could happen. We're not going to – yeah, but we'll see. A couple of interesting 8-9s here. What do you think with these two?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to use bias here for West Virginia, Maryland. I like West Virginia a lot more than Maryland. I think WVU comes out on top. They also lost by 1 at Kansas. So, they're a good team. They have solid wins.
Yeah, you can see it here.
Yeah. Big 12, they're 4-8 in top 25, but the Big 12 compared to the Big 10, there's a big difference in basketball.
That is true. So the Big 12 was really good this year, actually.
Yeah.
So the San Diego State Charleston game, I really like this as an upset game.
Yeah, I mean, I see that. I honestly don't know much about Charleston. I see they're pretty good at shooting threes, but I personally took San Diego State.
Okay.
I think I have upsets in the later. I think the top brackets aren't that many upsets.
Mm-hmm.
But in the later rounds, I got a decent amount of upsets coming.
All right, I'll ride with you on this one then. We'll go San Diego State. All right, Virginia Furman, a team that Penn State beat back in November, December, or something like that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go. People like Furman, but Virginia already they're the team that lost to the 16 seed. Yeah. I don't see them getting out early. They've been playing really good also, so I got them going to the next round.
Yep, did make it to the ACC championship game this past weekend. Creighton, I really like this Creighton team. I don't know, you think? NC State, I don't know, feels a little flat to me.
Yeah, NC State started out really hot. They're really good at the point, and now they've kind of been on the downhill decline here. And Creighton, I had them winning the Big East as my pick. So I'm going to keep riding with them. So I'm going to go Creighton for that.
All right. Baylor and whatever school this is.
Yeah, Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara.
Yeah, Baylor. I think Baylor just wins.
Yeah. This 10-7 matchup here, Utah State, Missouri. This is another one where I like the Utah State.
Yeah, I see. This is when I have 25 brackets. So these are the games where I'm it could go either way. I personally think Missouri wins just because they've been playing well in the SEC. They compete pretty well. Utah State doesn't really play that many great teams, but also it's March. So, don't get me wrong, Utah State could easily win this game. I just think Missouri's going to win.
All right. Arizona, Princeton.
Arizona,
pretty good team. Yeah, we'll see there. Iowa, Auburn, another interesting 8-9 matchup. Auburn started off the season really hot, then really bad, whereas Iowa's kind of come on stronger a little later in the season.
Yeah, Iowa, they were playing so well, and then freaking Tomi Ninga from Nebraska, they just Nebraska just went in there and beat them when they needed to win that game.
Yeah.
So I have Auburn winning this just because Auburn last year, they were such a good team, and they Miami just came out and destroyed them in the Sweet 16. So I think they make it to the next round here. And Iowa, I don't know, they always kind of stuck in the tournament.
Yeah, that is true.
So
All right. So we got Miami and Drake. Miami is your team, isn't it?
yeah, I got Miami going far.
All right. So I figured we were going with Miami
Yeah.
there. Indiana, Kent State. Kent State actually not bad. Obviously, Indiana lost to Penn State in the Big Ten semifinals. So still, Indiana, pretty good team when they don't play Penn State, it feels like.
Yeah, I don't know. We just have their number this year for some odd reason. They're a great team. I don't really know. Like they beat Purdue twice at home and at Purdue. So I got Indiana going to the next round.
I
Even
like
though I
Indiana.
have seen stuff about Kent State. People think they're going to upset them, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, Trace Jackson Davis, it definitely helps to have him. I feel like just having a go-to guy. So this game happens tonight, this play-in game.
Yeah.
Yeah, are we going Iowa State either way? I mean, both these teams, Pitt especially seems to be spiraling a little at the end of the year here, getting destroyed by Duke in the ACC tournament.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going Iowa State. Iowa State played pretty well in the Big 12 tournament. They beat Baylor. And then they lost, I forget who, but I mean, they made it pretty far for them. They're playing pretty well right now. They got good defense, so I think they make it past that no matter what.
Xavier, Kennesaw State. Xavier, another strong team this year.
No, I don't know what Kennesaw State really brings to the table, and Xavier's playing really well. They lost in the final to Marquette, so I think Xavier makes it.
All right, here we go, Nelly.
Yeah, we already know this. Penn State, I mean, I'm going to the game, so they better not lose.
Oh god, that'll be bad. Yeah, the thing about Texas A&M is they're a team that Penn State can play with because they are not a big reliant team. They don't have the huge center like Purdue does, and Penn State has pretty much done well with any team that is not bigger than them. So they're hot. They're really hot. Texas A&M is really good. Texas A&M should probably have been a 5 seed. I feel like this was a really bad seeding for them. A little unlucky for Penn State, a little unlucky for Texas A&M. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. They lost in the championship. Like they did get steamrolled. Don't get me wrong, but like they were still the second team the whole year in the SEC basically. So them to be a 7 seed is kind of like stupid, and then us to be a 10 seed. Like I think we should be a 7 or an 8 or 9, not a 10, and then I think they should be at least a 5.
Yeah.
Like once we get down to the bottom, like Duke's a 5 makes no sense to me, but we'll get to that later.
All right, Texas Colgate. Shout out Colgate. I know some people that went there.
Yeah, Texas. I mean, they're
Yeah.
really hot right now. They're gonna probably demolish them.
Yep. All right, let's move down to the East. The Purdue boys.
Yeah, got to take Purdue just because they have 7-foot monster.
What do you think about this Memphis FAU game? FAU, they're like 30-3 or something, aren't they?
Yeah, FAU is actually really good, but the thing, Memphis coming off a gigantic win over Houston by 20 in the championship, so I got Memphis for that.
Duke, Oral Roberts. My brother is a Duke fan, and he is scared out of his mind. That makes me want to take Oral Roberts.
Yeah, so I got Duke going really far, so I'm taking Duke.
Okay.
But I heard like this game is gonna be like one of the best in the round of 64. Oral Roberts is like really good, so definitely if they don't come out to play, they could easily lose this game.
Tennessee, Louisiana. Tennessee has not looked good since they lost that guard Ziegler.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you're looking for like an interesting upset, I feel like this might be a spot.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely could see it. I mean, I picked Tennessee just to make it past that round, just because they still got better players, better overall team, even if they don't have Ziegler. And their defense is good. Their offense is always kind of sucked after Grant Williams and them left.
All right, what do you think? We got Kentucky, Providence.
This is actually interesting because I know Bryce Hopkins transferred from Kentucky and is playing at Providence.
Okay.
I got Kentucky winning though. I had Kentucky winning the SEC, so I'm still riding with them, even though they lost to Vanderbilt twice. I'm going to ride with them and hope they win here.
Kansas State quietly really good this year, I feel like.
Yeah, they are really good. Kansas State, I think, steamrolls Montana State there.
Michigan State, USC.
Yeah, Michigan State just because Izzo.
Yeah, Izzo March. Yeah. Marquette. I don't see another scenario with that game. Obviously, we're gonna take this here. All right, what do you got for Arkansas, Illinois?
I got Illinois making it past that game. I don't know. We have their number 2. They're still a really good team. We're beating them. I don't know. But I
Yeah.
think they win there. They have good players to win that game.
VCU St. Mary's.
I got VCU upset over
I
St.
like that too. That's where I was leaning that game.
Yeah.
UConn, Iona.
I got UConn.
Yeah.
I got them going pretty far, so yeah, UConn.
Here's another game where we don't really have a conclusion yet on who TCU will play.
Yeah. The thing is, I like TCU, but Arizona State, if they win, I could see that upset. I still have TCU winning, but like definitely, if you're making another bracket, that's a game. Arizona State, if they win tonight, they could win that game. They beat Arizona. They've been playing really well recently, so definitely could win that.
Yeah, it's hard to pick that right now.
Hard to know.
And it's hard to do this ahead of time and get it out in time without knowing this, so we have to do it now. But Gonzaga versus Grand Canyon.
Jeez, Gonzaga. I know someone that goes to Grand Canyon, but yeah, no shot.
All right, so here Northwestern Boise. I kind of like Boise because to me Northwestern is terrible when they're not at home.
That is a fair thing. Honestly, didn't really think about pick Northwestern because I don't know much about Boise. But I mean, it could go either way. I mean, I think Northwestern's still really good at defense. Their offense kind of sucks, so they kind of rely on Boo Booey to get it going. So I still have Northwestern, but yeah,
these are actually pretty similar teams.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, Boise actually has a slight power rating advantage.
Yeah.
Wow, Boise beat Texas A&M by 15 too.
Boise when?
I don't know. It says it on here.
Damn. I'm still going Northwestern, but I mean, I might have to change that in the brackets now.
Yeah. So UCLA, UNC, Asheville.
Yeah, UCLA. I heard that's gonna be a good game though. I don't know why I've been hearing that. UCLA lost their 2 best defenders also, so
interesting. All right, let's get back up top to go to the Sweet 16 here.
So here's the thing. Bama versus West Virginia. I personally got West Virginia making it. I got West Virginia winning just because Bama's so inconsistent at shooting. That's like my big upset.
Is that your big upset?
That's like one of my biggest upsets, I would say. I mean, Bama probably wins, don't get me wrong. But, like, if you want to be, like, the top of the leaders, like, you got to pick some games.
All right, so you're going a little ballsy here. All right. Yeah. I like it. All right. San Diego State, Virginia.
Got UVA winning that one.
Okay.
They're too good at defense. So I think they win.
Creighton, Baylor. I kind of like Creighton the upset here.
Yep. I like Creighton also.
Yeah.
Sure.
Arizona, Missouri's kind of a weak 7 the way it is. Yeah,
I like Arizona also. I don't think Missouri will get past the first round just because they have the talent, but they won't win again.
Yeah. So Houston, Auburn. I think gotta go Houston here.
Yeah, going there.
Miami, Indiana. This is an interesting one.
That'll be a good game, but riding with Miami. I mean, Miami has probably a better all-around team with guards and just I think it's better. I think it'll be a really good game though.
Iowa State, Xavier.
Got Xavier winning that.
All right.
Yeah, probably. I flip-flopped it sometimes. I think Xavier wins that.
All right, Nelly. There's no way you could do it.
Dude, the thing is, Texas shoots them out from so many games. Like, they just chuck up shots, but, like, they're playing so hot. But, like, we're also playing so hot. Like, I don't know. My gut wants to say Penn State to Elite Eight.
I know, but here we go. 2 seeds are 9-1 against 10 seeds since 2015.
It might be 9-2. I mean, I have Penn State, but I mean, I have Penn State winning. On my bracket, I have Penn State.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna go with you here just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
All right, Purdue, Memphis.
Another upset. Got Memphis winning.
Okay.
I think Purdue. I just don't think they're that good. if you can stop Zach Edey, like if we had one guy that was big enough, we would have won that game.
Yeah,
Their
that is
team just
true.
isn't that great. I mean, of course they won the Big Ten championship and everything, but like, dude's 7-4. Like, it's not really. You can't really stop him.
That's true. Duke, Tennessee.
I got Duke winning that just because Tennessee after Ziegler don't really have a shot.
Yeah, I feel that way too. Kansas State, Kentucky.
I'm riding with Kentucky to beat Kansas State. This is when I start getting my upsets for
Okay.
round 32.
Michigan State, Marquette.
I'm going Marquette. I have a few
Yeah,
Michigan
that's a
State
strong
upsets,
team.
but I just think Marquette will win.
Kansas, Illinois.
Kansas. I think
VCU, UConn.
it'll be a good game. I think VCU will put up a fight, but UConn's
Yeah.
gonna come out on top. Just got better teams.
Gonzaga, TCU.
I got Gonzaga.
Yeah, I think part of the thing here why it's pick Gonzaga is because we don't know this playing game yet
Yeah,
either.
Yeah, Gonzaga's is playing really. They're playing their best ball now. That's the thing. Also,
Mhm.
like they lost twice to Marys, and they came out and they demolished them by like 25 or more. So like they're playing really good. I think they could go pretty far here.
All right, Northwestern, UCLA. I
Yeah, UCLA.
don't see Northwestern again.
Yeah,
All right, back up to the top here. All right, we got West Virginia, Virginia somehow out of this.
I got UVA winning that
Okay.
versus Zona.
Creighton, Arizona.
I think Arizona wins, but Creighton I think will put up a pretty good fight. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think so too. Houston, Miami.
Another upset. Miami to the Elite Eight.
You love Miami. All right.
The thing is, Miami just got better from last year, and they got to the Elite Eight. And I think Auburn had better players on their team that they're in the NBA right now, like Jabari Smith. Like they had a very good team that just somehow could not play together.
Yeah.
So I just think I don't know, Miami. I think they could go far here, and then Penn State Xavier. I mean,
think I can't see Penn State going any farther. I just it's been a good run, but
yeah, I'll say Xavier. We could say Xavier. I have Penn State in mind.
Oop. I figured you do, but
yeah, I got them to the Elite Eight. Like that's
wow.
the farthest. Like I have them winning, like just as a joke on a few of them, just because if they somehow do, I'll be like the only fucker in the world. So like, it'll be just sick. But yeah, they're probably, I would say, Sweet 16 probably farthest.
All right, so we have only like one seed left in this. Memphis, Duke.
I got Duke.
All right, so you like how hot they are right now.
Yeah, they're playing their best ball, and they're just like they got really good young talent, and I just think Memphis has been good, but they've also been really bad. Like they're kind of up and down, and I think Duke's just too consistent for them. So,
all right, Kentucky, Marquette.
Marquette, I think that's the end of Kentucky's run there.
Yeah. All right, Kansas, UConn.
There goes all of the 1 seeds. UConn upset.
All right, so we don't have a single 1 seed going to the Elite Eight. All right, that's gotta be a first. Gonzaga, UCLA.
Gonzaga beats UCLA here because they don't have their two best defenders. So I think Gonzaga wins.
All right, so we got Virginia, Arizona to go to the Final Four.
Yeah, I got Arizona winning that.
All right, and then Xavier, Miami.
I got Miami Final Four.
Ooh, okay. And then Duke, Marquette.
I got Duke. I don't know how they're a 5 seed. I'm gonna be honest. They should be like 3, like 5. It makes it seem like so outrageous. I'm picking them, but like they're good. Like they're not a 5 seed worthy team. They just won the ACC and they like killed everybody.
True.
Like it was even close. So I think they win.
All right, UConn, Gonzaga.
This one I'm like I flip flop a lot on, but for this one I'm gonna say Gonzaga beats UConn.
Okay. All right, so we have the most interesting Final Four ever, maybe. All right, Arizona, Duke.
Duke to the Natty.
Really?
I got Duke to the Natty in most of mine.
Oh man, I'd be shocked, honestly.
I mean, Duke doesn't shoot the 3 ball well, Don't get me wrong. But like, if you watch I watched the Arizona UCLA game for the championship. UCLA had their two big men foul out with 6 minutes left. So whatever, I don't know what his name is, but 24, like their best player, Hawkes or whatever, had to guard their center the whole time. So like, it wasn't really a fair matchup, and they still only won by one. UCLA
Okay.
won that game. So I just think Duke's got the talent. They got the size also. I got Duke, and I know Jeremy Roach, hometown, riding with him.
All right. Miami Gonzaga.
5 versus 5 match. Miami wins.
Oh my God. All right.
Yep, you already got that. Pick
What's
it.
the score?
78-74. Miami wins.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Okay, this is either gonna be
You get-
absolutely
here's
this
the
is either
thing,
gonna
yeah.
be perfect or the worst thing ever. So I'm here
Yeah.
for it.
I'm going. Last year, I went really bold, and it worked out well. Like, I literally had every team right in the Elite Eight except for St. Peter's. So
There you
I'm
have
going
it.
again. I think, I don't know. It could go really bad or really well. We'll see. I think round of 64 and 32, I'll be pretty good at, other than like Bama.
Mhm.
Bama will probably end up winning. But like, you gotta pick a
Yeah,
few upsets. It's
a
not fun.
few. I mean, we don't have a 1 seed in the Elite Eight.
Okay, yeah, but I just think teams are underseeded also in this. Like Miami was like ranked under 10th at a point this year. They killed Duke by 30 at home. Like they're a good team. So like I don't know. I think this could be good or really bad. We'll see how it
All right,
goes.
I'll take your word on this. We
That's like
we'll
my exact bracket in our bracket.
dear God. Okay.
Other than Penn State beats Xavier and UConn beats someone else, beats Gonzaga.
Wow.
Yeah, so I got a 5-4-2-5 in my final four.
All right. Well, we'll ride with this. We'll see. I mean, we're either gonna come back to this and it's gonna be amazing, or I'm gonna have to delete the video. But we will take the chance. I think it'll be fun to come back and see how this actually shakes out because the 1 seeds aren't overly strong. Kansas has actually been quietly good this year, but going back to back is just incredibly hard to do. And my problem with Alabama is like, is this Miller kid gonna get in trouble in the middle of the tournament?
I don't know how he's still allowed
Yeah,
to play. They
like,
haven't
is
said
something
anything
gonna
about
come
that.
up? Is new evidence gonna come up or something that's gonna make this a problem?
Yeah,
Like, that's why I'm, like, worried about picking them because, like, you don't know what's gonna happen there, so just a lot of weird things that could go on.
yeah, no, this bracket, like, don't get me wrong, I got all of them filled out. So like, I got Bama winning a few. Like,
Right.
they're like one of the best teams. Don't get me wrong,
Mhm.
man. I just think they're like from the last 4 games, I saw they're 22 and like 139 from three. Like they've
Wow.
been really inconsistent and they're still beating people. So don't get me
Mhm.
wrong, but if they don't play good defense, I think they could get upset. But like we'll see. We'll see here. I mean, I don't think
It
Purdue's that great of a 1 seed either. Like they're not
No.
that strong. I think
The
Houston
the
and Bama for sure are gonna
the
go far.
Yeah, the thing with Houston or with Purdue is, and we saw at the end of the Big Ten championship game, they don't know how to break the press because their guards are freshmen who really aren't, you know, maybe NBA caliber players. I guess is the best way to put
Yeah.
it. And it's at the point where Edie's not even on the floor at the end of the game because they couldn't trust him with free throws and that kind of stuff. And it's like, if you have to take your best player out of the game at the end of the game, that's usually not a
Yeah.
recipe for success. So
That was like the weirdest thing when I was watching that. I was like, he goes in, then he goes out for 5 seconds, goes back in for another 5 seconds, goes back. I'm like, what is happening? I'm like, they're just giving us a chance to win this game. Like we just came
yeah,
back on like a 4 run. And if he didn't touch that ball at the end, who knows? Winter could have hit another game winner.
yeah,
But
it was odd for sure.
yeah. I mean, great run now. Can't be mad.
Yeah. Last thing, quick, Houston. Final Four's in Houston. Jim Nance, Houston alum, calling his last Final Four this year. That's a little too much for me to overlook in a way. So I
Yeah.
know we did not pick Houston in this scenario, but for me, Houston is maybe the top team to watch because weird stuff like that just seems to work itself out.
Yeah, no, fair point. I mean, Miami, like Jordan Miller went to my high school, so I just kind of use bias there. And I
Okay.
mean, they're a great team anyway. Like, don't get me wrong, but I just like picking. I like riding with them. Like, why not? Like,
All
I
right.
don't know anybody from Houston, so Miami's winning it all the way.
That's fair. I mean, like I said, we're gonna come back in 3 weeks, and this is either gonna be
I mean, you're probably know in 1 week or 2 weeks.
yeah. No, we'll know in 2 weeks if it's bad or not because
Yeah,
we'll know before the Elite Eight.
yeah. If those teams make it, then I'm gonna be a genius.
Yeah. So I guess come back and see what's gonna happen there. We should have some football centric show soon. Looking to get some guests on, so stay tuned for that. Until next time, do not tag us in old takes exposed with this, but we'll see you next time.